remake the world as a digital simulation, really, to digitalize, to steal life. It is an anti-life program. It's moving from Earth-based life to silicon-based life to a digital twin of the world that they can control, that is disconnected from spirit.
I'm envisioning a world full of love and peace. Thus my decision is to walk with this beast. Through tones, melodies, poems, and beats. But when the time comes, shoot it out in the middle of the streets. In the bright glow of the dawn, I see myself clearly, bringing in a new day. The old way of doing things is done. I don't care what you say. Monsters don't sleep under your bed. They sleep inside your head. And if you haven't done the shadow work, you're left behind. That's where you stay. I'm envisioning a world full of love and peace. Thus my decision is to walk with this beast. Through tones, melodies, poems, and beats. But when the time comes, shoot it out in the middle of the street.
Hey, Millennial. What's up, baby girl? Good to see you here with your beautiful self.
Worshiping pedophiles, wanna feed our children's spirits to rule.
That's all you have to do.
All of us from carbon basis.
How you doing, beautiful? All my beautiful sisters and women. Where they all at?
For ourselves, artisans of irrigation and grow crops. I'm envisioning a world full of love.
Hey, fool. What's going on?
Thus my decision is to walk with this beast.
The beast is against everything.
Through tones, melodies, poems, and beats.
I got here.
When the time comes,
Y'all know I'm not big on caffeine, so I got my green tea that I have. I use it 2 days in a row. It's that potent. But here's 1 tablespoon instead of 3. 1 tablespoon of cacao and a teaspoon, a half a teaspoon of cayenne. So I did my 100. I did 150 push-ups this morning. It's supposed to be 100. I just wanted to push it. I did 100 squats. I do burpees later. And crunch. I don't like doing ab work. I used to do a lot of it in the military and stuff, and it just makes your stomach muscles big. I got big stomach muscles, but that don't lose no weight. But I did some flutter kicks, which work on my back, because my back hurts when I do it. And I did some trunk twists, some French trunk twists, some Brazilian trunk twists, and that's it. You know, we always keep thinking a lot means something. I'm attempting to teach people you don't need a lot of anything. It don't matter if you're working out, if you're eating. You don't need a lot. Less is more. And people got to get it in their head. That's the reason why they're dying so fast. It's too much. It's a balance. A little bit of this, a little bit of that go a long way. People can't get that past their goddamn nugget. I should know.
Come on. You almost there, bro. Almost there. Survive.
It's up here. It's all up here. You know what I mean?
What's up?
I do it dance for Chi-Town. Who am I but Chi-Town? You young fool, I'm too fly to just slide down. Blue sky but high ground. My crown flash helmet. So my aircraft stealth fit. Heavy time down like even seat belted. I look down, I see green like a Celtic. My heat pulverizes, the cheese is melted. The remnants of cash money, I just felt it. You did the fusions in my eyes, I beheld it. The finger fucked it, caused my hand, I dealt it. Felt it vibrate from the gut of my pelvic. It bust off the spices of hell shit. So radiant, I keep a dark room well lit. Cause you little.
Oh, exceptional. You'd be surprised. Real Japanese tea? Now, they would never do that. Me, I was doing it I used to get this back in Page when it first came out, so I stopped. And now, every 2 days, well, every next day, I always use it 2 days in a row. You know what I'm saying? Basically, what's going on, brother? How you doing? Thank you, appreciate it. And it's delicious. Real Japanese tea. Not that fake stuff.
Well, I straight evolve at a rate. I'm data space ace to y'all. Bust stuck in the case, face off.
When I was in Japan, I tried every green tea that was. They had their crap ones too. But they had some exceptional. Singapore is so off the mark. It's like Finland or something like that. Even their KFC was better than ours. They use our traditional seasonings. This one over here, you know who controls it. That's the reason why it's no good. And it's not so much that chicken's bad. As y'all know, it's from chicken is a hybrid. All right, from a buzzard and a fowl, right? Just like the turkey y'all buy is not the turkey that we didn't eat turkey. Mine is just, that was like a dog. You would be surprised a wild turkey can be your best friend, alert you, protect you, play with you, and everything. But because you've accepted the world they created, you don't know these things. When I lived in Vineland, I had 2 turkeys in my backyard that I fed all the time. And they were my best buddies. Even Charisma, my service companion, she played with them. And they played like it was 3 canine. And they're not the turkey. And then you got all these idiots, probably first generation born here. We're going hunting wild game because that's all they know. That's all they've been grafted into. They don't have no idea about truth. We're gonna get into that today. We're gonna use the Torah. The Torah. I know I sound Yahweh. And we're gonna use the Torah. I speak a little Yiddish. The Torah, and then we're gonna use a few other things. Okay. Professor, appreciate it, beloved. And there's a reason why, because I want to show you something compared to what's going on. And hopefully, and some of my folks are still dumb, and hopefully you can see something else. It's not for me, it's your choice. I'm not here to say do this or do that. I'm just going to share some things. Real green tea. Bottle stirrers are crazy. Whoa. Real green tea. Real green tea. I'm not here for views. I have a story to tell. I don't care what people think, believe. Their feelings and emotions, all it does is give me energy. And I don't think you comprehend it, even at the lowest levels of your existence. There's so much that I can say to that.
That's what my music's about. The oppressed rising up against the oppressor. So only people that's scared are the oppressors. The only people who can have any harm coming to them are those who oppress. Simple as that. 3 pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, me no surrender. 3 pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, me no surrender. 3 pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, me no surrender. 3 pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, me no surrender. Stop or change, get a house up. The oppressor's about to get housed up. I'm laying out, execution style too late for the apologetic claim. You rap that a coca blame by God, it's overdue. Your time is to the end. Locked out silent without sin. He put me on the planet with just
All the fake ones can do is hide, manipulate. That's all they know how to do. Other than that, you're mindless, spineless, boneless. You don't really have control. And before you realize it, because you've been nurtured into ignorance and stupidity, and your choice is fallible, you'll see. Yeah. I don't care about none of this. I really don't. I don't. At all. You have choices. Even that dumbass AI, they all call it. There's a plethora of names. It has choices. Let's see where your choices take you. Bunch of dummies.
This world is such a and when I say this world, I don't mean in an ideal sense. I mean in every little thing you do is such a gimme. Everybody back off. Everybody like to be taught that from school. Everywhere, big business. You want to be successful. You want to be like Trump. Gimme. Push. Step. Crush. That's how it all is. And it's like nobody ever stopped.
Yesterday was people's so-called sabbatical, which I don't know how that is. I thought it was today. From the evening throughout today. I want to bring up a few things. You can see the title. It's based upon loss. I should have set in the shade because this light that they're whatever they're doing, which y'all call the sky. They've been at the lower level because it's not like that up there. Okay, anybody, y'all, if you ever flew something, you know exactly where I'm coming from. Oh, Mac, what's up, beloved? You know there's stuff down here that they're pumping out 24/7 that causes that's reflection or I forget what it's called, but it's going to mess with your eyesight and stuff like that. They know that there are enough individuals who started sun gazing. Now the thing is, you can be just with your eyes and who you are, breathing and everything. It don't matter what they do. But I just need to inform you because a lot of you are very weak and you're going to be sun gazing and you're going to feel your chest. You're going to feel like there's weapons that going on light and like oscillation and frequencies that can disrupt cause your heart to palpitate and feel your central nervous system and the vagus nervous system and everything like that can go down. And yes, it causes like a major fluctuation of energy. I forget all these labels that y'all use here, but you can deflect it and defeat it. It's like in which call when you use the sonic boom as a weapon to disperse a peaceful crowd. That tells you that people in costume are nothing but sociopaths who, like children in the Jewish community, are raised to be the same thing. And you can do it to anybody. I already said that over a year ago. I don't have to prove it because I'm not into proving anything. If you want to be distilled and hold yourself wherever it is you are, then so be it. I don't care. That matters not to me. But I'm going to do my best to read it here, and if need be, I'll just switch it around so that way I can see it clearly. And I don't like it, even if I'm sitting here, I don't like it. I like having the blue screen too bright. For those who know what I'm talking about, I used to have a red screen cover. I have on this one. I have what's called a neutral gray, so it does break it up a little bit, the blue, but it's not the answer. Okay, a friend of mine, it's a computer geek. I told you I have a few Eric Snowdens. He gave me this red, orange, I don't know, like lycra, I don't know, thing that I used to put over this. I don't know what happened to it. Somebody stole it. Who knows? Maybe I was out and the agent came in the house and took it. Oh, we can't have them, you know. When that's stupidity, right? I don't know. Okay? I'm not saying anything. And it would make everything crystal clear. You think looking at the screen that looks kind of reddish orange, everything crystal clear. Your eyes, no headaches, no nothing. I don't know what happened. So, wasn't on no drunken part. Ain't nobody up in there with me. You know what I'm saying? So, when I moved out there, I destroyed a lot of brand new furniture because I'm not one. I don't care about all that. And I looked for things that I knew that I had. Now, could I have given it to somebody to check out? It's possible because I do give away a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? I do. Sometimes I give stuff. Let somebody hold something, and I don't even want it back. I'm like, no, you sure? You sure? I had my original Xbox. I had it for over since the military, and original. And when I was in Page, about I don't know, maybe 4 months before T came from San Fran, 5 months. My neighbor, I gave it to him. Original, plug in the box, everything, the room, everything. I know how much it's worth. I told you I got a rich daughter, and I'm from a kind of semi-rich family, and I don't buy fiat. I don't give a damn about it. And I think some of you are having a hard time, like as if I'm supposed to be lying, or you lie to yourself so much because you're caught up in this lie, you're enveloped in it. That's the reason why it keeps going on, progressing, because a lot of you partake in the lie and you don't know how to remove yourself from it, because the first thing you're going to have to do is aches and pains. I won't have a roof. I won't be able to, it'll come and take my car. And all these things, and you label stuff yours, but you have no ownership. I don't want to start getting into loyal titles and all that dumb stuff. It's just more of the engrossed how you say it, encampment around you. It's when you live a lie, you parlay with that lie, and that lie is ever evolving. You know what they say, if you tell a lie and you keep telling a lie, you become the lie. I mean, so we're gonna get into it. We're gonna read a few things, and I'm gonna use like I said, the Torah. I'm gonna see if I can pronounce something in Yiddish that I haven't pronounced in a long time. We can see what we can do with it. Like I said, the sun is pretty crazy. Well, the reflection, the reflect. You know, okay. I think the word I want to say. Well, right here we're gonna be looking at Exodus chapter 23, verse 7. Okay, but the word that I wanted to remember is mutala shanat shanat mitne hashalam mutar net. I think it's mutar net. Mutar leshanat mitne something shalom. Well, anyway, it's a crazy statement. Okay, and for those who know, okay, something about bearing false witness and all that kind of stuff. Hey, what's going on? Hey, that's good. Hey, what's going on, Carl? What's going on, brother? What's going on, man? All right, so I want to read this because a lot of us we think that I didn't tell a lie. I'm being honest, but it means more than that. And I need people to really pay attention because, like me, I will do until I can't do certain things, and then I'll say to you, because I'm a person that'll talk to you and say, look, I can't do this no more, but this is why I'm doing this. And I've done it for a long time, and if you ain't humble enough to say, okay, hey, fam, look, you don't have to do that, I'm good, and then you feel some kind of way, it extrapolates on the further point that most people do things because it feels good for the moment, and if the feel good for the moment is you brought in to incorporate with your lies, the lies are more prevalent than the truth. And the lies will subjugate and take over. When I say I have no emotions or feelings, I am dead ass serious. Some of you was like, man, you was angry, you was going at it, you were focused on what my act. Hollywood, music industry, and sports is all an act. And y'all buy into it because you've been conditioned. Look at all the people sitting there going, yeah, I'm running with the Raiders, I'm running with the Lions, and they get out there and they get drunk, all these spirits, and they don't get what's really, it's contagious. But it's only contagious because you're levied in the ignorance of it. And then first thing, how they feed it to you. They say, oh yeah, in Peru and in Colombia, they used to take the rubber ball and they used to throw it through a hoop and cut each other's head off. That is a lie. That is not how it happened. That is not the truth. You want foreigners down there who colonized after killing off the actual indigenous people. And there's still some of them there, you just don't see them because, the novellas and everything else is whitewashed. And it's not about crayon colors. This is about truth. Either we want to embrace and hold the lie, as if we're holding the line, or toe, we're actually in tow, or we want to get to the truth. And then to extrapolate on the truth, you cannot sit there in a hard nature and hold on as if it's significant to a goddamn lie. All right? It's important that y'all get this together, because that's what's destroying y'all. Every one of you are being destroyed because your sublime narrative to this abhorrent lie of existence. There's no reversal. The only backwards reverse that's going on is that established individuals who never sought control, power, be a majority or anything, have all those lies leaned against them, and yet they've created, they're the proponents of everything, and then people like to run around in their ignorance, and because they feel some kind of way, which don't mean a damn thing, or they think with absurdities and lies, that is supposed to mitigate somebody to not say something about it. This is for everybody, because you'd be surprised how many people, if you go back and read some of the comments, it's amazing that people would allow themselves to stoop to such a level. We don't try to do anything. We adapt. We make attempts. There's no trial and conviction, is it? Or you might say in the court, another system. I'm talking about how you live. Of course, it's a trial. That's what you don't want. You want to be able to make attempts. And that way you can always come back at it. Trials like, oh yeah, try and stand up. Well, there was no trying to that, was it? Attempt, if you fall down, well, you can always come back and attempt again. Maybe y'all should look up the word. We have been convinced to live in a world where failure is all right. You know, the more of a perfect, y'all are very perfect. It doesn't matter whether you got 30, 40 chromosomes or 40 chromosomes or 43. In this existence, if your mind is not of your own, and yet you think because you think it's in here, and yet you get gut feelings here, your cultivation and your nurturing has already established how you're going to look at things. And with that little bit of truth, in your fractured state, you're going to acquiesce and you're going to draw upon things in that minuscule way of existence and think you're right all the time. You know why I say that? Why you're wrong? Because the moment somebody alludes to something else, you can't be wrong. What kind of truth is that? How can you be so right, but you're here? If you're so right in your existence, then why are you going through the qualms and pains? Why have you not found the individuals and made them come over to your side and pursued a different route? I just want to know. Tell me the truth, or I'll keep pointing out the fucking line. Y'all take these things that y'all think are words, and that's not what they are. But anyway, and y'all run them all over the place, whether for poor woes me, king, baby, or queen, right? King or queen, baby. And then you turn around and you subjugate everybody around you because they're supposed to be, well, yeah? How the hell is that all knowing? How are you to ascend? How are you to move beyond if you're still caught up in the lie? Let's go ahead and read some things, all right? All right, because I get to, oh man, Jesus Christ. And you was way over there, now you way up there. I'll tell you this, the earth is not a spinning ball. In the Torah, lying is generally viewed as listen to this. In the Torah, lying is generally viewed as a grave sin, a violation of truth and justice. Well, what is truth and what is justice? You will look today as all them young kids in the last 18 years that, during the 20-year war and after, over there murdering people, or targeting babies and everything else. You would think that they're not doing this. Well, a lot of you have never seen the videos of these nasty, freaky, monkey-looking rabbis standing there in the room watching the children being subjugated, these converts, to become the worst of existence, to want to kill and harm, literally in these crash rooms. I'm serious. And those ones are now the ones out there with the little IDF uniforms, running out there targeting women, children, to kill them in the head, in the neck, whatever. And you think that that's the truth. Well, the truth is the fact that they're doing it, and because you don't know about Purim, you don't know about anything, well, neither that you don't know about nothing, how they move, even how while they're these converts and these dual citizens shouldn't even be dual citizens. You're not supposed to be in the government. You're not supposed to be able to pay and buy and lobby certain individuals. Yet, because you guys I gotta say it the way it is. You like living a lie. Because if you didn't, you wouldn't be living a lie. You would change and manifest different. When I was pointing out to you that I could take 100 or 1,000-year-old children, younglings, take them to an island and teach them black is red and red and black. In 3 generations, I can make a war. I can create a world war based on the fact that in their head, black is red. In your head, red is red. Right? I'm serious. But here you see it. And I watch videos too of what happens to a lot of them when they get touched back by the very people they're subjugating and murdering. You know what's funny about it all? In my land, my ancestral republic, they have taken the light-skinned folk, and a lot of these Spanish cats, they're not indigenous to the land. Well, I gotta say it when you start acting ugly. I gotta point it out. You are the offspring of colonizers that came and conquered and fought with the Berbers against the so-called Moors. That's not what they are. But anyway, and you come here, utilized by the very enemy to mess up the world, that caused y'all to kill each other down in South America, Hispaniola, all the riots and everything that you don't hear about in the 40s and 70s, all the murders. All based on lies. But then you want to be called everything other than what you truly are. Does it mean all? No. But it's more than enough. Settlers, not conquerors, settlers, colonizers. It's part of the European, by way of the Vatican, the Papa Bull, and all that bull crap. Now what's funny is, with all the stupidity running on, you see more and more Native Americans, I want to show you the truth now, being removed. You don't see them transporting no African Americans nowhere because you're too stupid to get it. You have been just like those younglings over there murdering the Palestinians, the Philistines, right? And they even have converts who are in the Jewish community who are Palestinian. Murdering them. Just like you here, we have beautiful, beloved Spanish people who I adore with all my heart, who have some of my bloodline. But then you still have those who are colonizers. I never hated them. But they've been convinced that they are from this land, and they are not. Not all. Most of my Alaskan brothers and sisters, they're very unaware that they're first, second, and third generation born here. Because history, a curriculum that Trump's getting rid of, wanted to teach a lot, continue to teach the lie, but now the lie can't be told no more because, again, not only did we create the monorail, this, that, and other, and you can feel however you want, the facts. Heart surgery, successful brain surgery, everything, x-ray, yes. Feel whatever you want, start feeling good about it because you're benefiting and you're included. Now, if you feel otherwise because you feel like you feel low because you haven't done nothing, there's nothing I can do about that. The truth sets people free. And for those who love the lie, it will destroy you. Now, if that's hate, then some people are stupid. So what we see going on in the world are those who know about control. Did any of y'all ever come out your womb and but your mammy and daddy and were taught and nurtured how to control the world? So how are you going to see it? No, you're just going to be complicit and deal with it, and then everything afterwards, so somebody comes along and makes you aware of something, then you might look at it logistically and go, oh, wow, I never noticed that. That's what I'm attempting to do. Get you to look at things instead of holding onto the lie as if it's going to deliver you somewhere. Obviously, on this land, I watched a video of this Moorish brother. All these kids walking around the neighborhood in these little goofy-ass, costume, dumb-ass procedures and policies, and they're not even doing the job that a police officer is supposed to. They come and pick the little girl up and snatch her up in the car. Homeboy comes out there, and he's got the little fez on, the Moroccan laws. Anyway, and he expediates on the fact that you're not crayon colors. I'm not your Negro, my damn sure ain't black, and all this other fallacy that's created by the stupid Zionist fucktards that created it. Just like a lot of you people think you're white, it's pretty stupid to even align yourself with something so narrow-minded when there are people as dark as midnight that got the same quality. I'm white and Indian. So, he had to extrapolate, and he was able to break the law down to them. Oh, the sovereign. So, oh, shut up. You're all sovereign if you're born here. Shut up. I'm so tired of stupid people because they have leaders who condition these stupid son of bitches who were born here who should know better. And obviously, there's something wrong in here eternally, and their training shows you that they have no idea. Now, there's bad people out here, and instead of dealing with the bad people, these cowards always messing with people who ain't the problem. Anyway, they're standing there, always, here's the deal. There's no deal. First of all, you're a costume character. You don't have no contract. You're not even a nation. Shut the fuck up. That's the reality. But a lot of you don't know how to expand on this because those people are emotional. They think that costume all of a sudden is like Iron Man. That's far from what it is. You know what's funny? This is the truth. People come out of prison. They've been done wrong. And a lot of them. And y'all see it all throughout the years. Done wrong by the correction officer staff. And they come out and they have some hate. And they want some give back. It's starting to come clear that Darwin, the cop who killed a couple of cops and they were hunting him, he was telling on the bad guys. He wasn't no terrorist. He wasn't some bad guy. But because the media plays a role, you know, they're lying, sexy shit in the government, you motherfuckers look at the opponents and go, oh, look at this. He's a bad guy. No, you're looking at the bad guys hunt down a good guy, and y'all didn't know no better. It's coming out more and more and more every day. But because y'all so busy living a lie, you don't even know how to react to that. What's changing them? I mean, this cat's man swarming these cops and beating the shit out of them, and even willing to shoot at them. But they put themselves in that position because they align themselves with an idea that has nothing to do with nationality, country, the Constitution, or the right thing. I'm not here asking. I'm talking about you either want to stay in the lie, you want to live a lie because you can't do anything righteously. That means you shouldn't really be in that position. Or you want to do what's right, and not as grafted by the very enemy that's out here causing destruction everywhere. Some people like that's the reason why I discussed chaos yesterday. Let's get into the Torah and read what it says. All right. I know a lot of you are like, well, I know you want to hold on to your lie. Hold on to your lie and stay first in your damn lie. Hey, Marcus, appreciate the donation. In the Torah, lying is generally viewed as a grave sin, a violation of truth and justice. How is it justice to run around targeting children and this, that, and other? No, that's something sick. Okay? Let's give a more detailed explanation, all right? The Torah emphasizes the importance of truthfulness and condemns lying, starting from a lying word, stay far away. When we look at Exodus chapter 23, chapter 23, verse 7, right? Keep far from a false charge, and do not kill the innocent and righteous, for I will not acquit the wicked. How is a baby? And see, this is the punkified thing of them fake ass Jews, and these people in government want to call themselves elite, and the same thing with the fake ass crown in UK, murdering. They literally drink human blood and eat flesh. I don't care how you feel about it. I know I got some insider stuff, and I don't care. Yeah, it's a real thing. And they got all their little monkeys in federal positions to hide and destroy all the little information. Okay, the idiots. But to each his own. All right. Yet they would have you believe that this is America against the West against Muslims. When I last checked, there's a whole lot. There's 1.something billion Muslims. It don't matter what color they are. They all. This is how they condition you. By way of the Vatican, they're behind every bit of it. Come on, they ain't saying otherwise. Don't let every once in a while mother come up and give it a little act. Well, we shouldn't be doing. They're not saying they're being vilified. The very people in Norway and this and another are speaking against what these fake ass Jews are doing in Palestine. They're being silenced. And the ones who have been saying it for a long time, they're playing their role. But you can't say it because you're so enveloped with the lie. And the fact that you think this is great. I mean, how many of y'all watch Special Forces podcasts? Well, they're making $1, right? How many of y'all watch the ones who actually say something that goes against what's going on compared to the ones who stay silent? Now, I'm just using them as an example. Okay? How about these so-called people that are talking about God, Jesus, Christian, and this, that, and the other? Well, when I last checked, the first Zionists were Christians, and those who are supporting what's going on over there are the very likes of those idiots who the very Jews would subjugate and murder the damn selves. You should pay attention to what's going on over there when y'all call Jerusalem, to which that is not. And if it is a partial to it, because Jerusalem is a period, all right, then why are they walking on those grounds if they're supposed to be hallowed in their most perverse way? See, y'all don't have no why because it's easier to accept a lie. It makes you feel good, the whiteness and brightness of it, because you've been conditioned. Excuse me, Shemitic people are not that damn light-skinned. In no shape, fashion, or form, no matter how you feel. I don't care about your feelings. The most righteous people who have written all of it to 1942, all of a sudden subjugated because you got a bunch of. There's an article in here that I'll get into later about the Boule College, 1938, whatever, from 1897 to 19-something. And I'll get it, W.E.B. Du Bois and all these individuals. The school. I'll get into what it says about that. Because it seems like nobody found that. Is it about honesty? Hell no, it's about the lie. It's about the entrapment. It's about changing the way people look, the functionality and everything else. Before the education system became what it was solidified and qualified by them, just like religion. But y'all don't know that because you don't know where to look. You're still Google masters. So it's easy to deal with a lie, the conditioning, to accept what's going on as if it's supposed to be better. Well, how is a chosen people going to save them? Well, how are you going to follow chosen people if you're not dealing with the chosen people? This emphasizes the importance of avoiding false accusations and ensuring justice is served fairly. We don't see that. Do not kill the innocent and the righteous. It's very clear on this. All right? This reinforces the prohibition against unjustly condemning or executing innocent people. Who the fuck does that? Not just a sociopath. Somebody, you know what they always said when I was sociology? Serial killers, well, you know, mama making them do certain things, cousins, uncles. Some of them stole. Some even try to say, oh yeah, I was brought up in a double family and it was right and everything, right? I went to law school, Bundy, right? Anyway. And yet he was a serial killer, and what was the passion? What was the driving factor? Nobody ever really talks about that. The fact that he was living a lie. He had convinced everybody that he was normal. That's conditioning. There's nothing normal about it. Do y'all know how much when they went back to bombing? Because and then now who's a sociopath? Just like that homosexual, y'all love Ukraine. Y'all see all these idiots going from here, America and Britain and all that, to fight against Russia, still believing like Russia was the enemy during World War II. Russia looked at America and saw that they were dumb. Based on the fake-ass Jews they got up out of there, not all, because there's still a bunch of them over there. And how they were manipulating people over there. They was able to see it right off the back. Germany knew it. And look at how the police running around them fake Jews in costumes over there, running around those streets, grabbing women and shaking them by the neck and everything else. But because y'all are so stupid, I'm being honest. Y'all let feelings and emotions be the thing as if that's an answer. Man, get out of here with your dumb ass feelings and emotions. For I will not acquit the wicked. Listen to this. This serves as a warning that your creator, all right, will not condone or excuse the actions of the wicked, emphasizing divine accountability. I watched this little weird faggot motherfucker with a baklava or a face on his mask walking around a Palestinian talking about he wanted to be with him. And you got a bunch of those knucklehead little fake ass Jews standing there recording it. Like, if you get out of something, we're just gonna jump on you. There's nothing righteous about that. There's nothing chosen about them people. Those people are absurdity. Okay? Talking about he wanted to sex with him. Don't that sound like when the angels went to visit Lot? Huh? The bestiality of them? Nothing normal about that. Let's go over here. All right. In the Torah, lying or bearing false witness is a serious transgression, as it violates the principles of truth and justice and is explicitly forbidden in the Ten Commandments and other passages. And we can run all through the Ten Commandments and everything like that, right? But what you're seeing is you're dealing with a world that is contrite and they follow the ways of lie, mischief and everything else. Your politicians lie to your damn face. Look at me. I was ordering from Australia, even chatted with these bastardized people, and they didn't tell me that the meat had Bavaria. Now, I'm not worried about it affecting me at all. But it affects a lot of other people who eat it, okay? These idiots are complicit in their own stupidity, denial, and non-reproductive ideology. These people, for the sake of enjoyment, parlay with this as if it's going to be beneficial in the end. We can skip all the other stuff about your God, this, that, and other. I'm not denying or stating. I am just pointing out the fact that there's a way to live, and the majority choose not. You're still running with feelings and emotions, and you don't know the first thing about the lie that you're involved with, and you're complicit with it because you choose to delve further in it as if you're going to find a way out of it. There's a reason why I say you don't need a lot of anything. You don't need it a little bit. That is greed and subjugation, as if you're going to miss something when you don't even know what the fuck you're missing because you don't know what the fuck you're doing in the first place. And if you have a hard time listening, that means that you're contrite with the lie, and you don't want to listen to something that might alleviate and take you to a different plateau. Sometimes starvation, which is not starvation at all, fasting they call it, brings you to another elemental excess, all right? Because your body's riddled with a lot of shit, and putting a lot of shit in is not going to get rid of it. Sometimes you have to starve off the worst part of you. And some people don't know how to do that because your feelings and emotions bind you to something and you don't know how to change trajectory. Because your reasoning and rationalization is, I cannot not know. I have to know. But what you don't know, how the fuck if you know, how are you not gonna walk in that light? These are the things that make you complicit in your own destruction. And I know what the fuck I'm talking about, and I don't have to sit here and convince you. I had a friend of mine send me a message, right? Because my phone's not working. I'm not gonna pay that bullshit bill because these motherfuckers are trying to rob a person, an individual. Excuse me. They're doing it to everybody. And he said, I remember when you was powerlifting, you was eating only fat. You was eating all them salads and fruits and vegetables. I said, oh, you remember that? He's like, yeah, man. And then you had them bean patties. Everybody thought they was because MS. We had MSs. It was first class or second class. They used to cook my stuff like a Muslim. He used to cook my stuff and have it on the side. When I go to the line, I had my bean burgers. You know, I had everything that I needed. But I would eat like 5 times more than everybody. Like 5 apples, 5 bananas, 4 oranges. It was crazy. But I'm lifting crazy as hell. And if I took a day where I wanted to hold off from eating, I wasn't at my best because we were pushing 12 and 14-hour days of heavy lifting. And thank goodness I was young, but it was hard on the body because the days when you're fast, you're supposed to be at ease. I had to learn the hard way. But I still wanted to hold myself accountable. Even though I was doing some messed up things, I wasn't out there overseas humping every woman. I was purchasing things. I was meeting people. I even found a woman who followed me all over, and I didn't have to do everything everybody else. I was going places in the city. I said, hey, you know, the old folks we can sit down and talk to. And then she would sit down, and then I started talking. She said, oh, you speak a little Yiddish. Well, they do, and I learned a little bit back in Jersey, New York, and I speak a little German and a little Spanish, so maybe I increased, you know what I'm saying? One of the friends, I was doing my best to learn. That's a crazy-ass language. I love it, though. But anyway, right? These are the things. And I wasn't making everybody aware. My people was remembered. They're like, yo, I remember when, yeah, they don't believe. I was like, I ain't here to make nobody believe in shit. They need to look at themselves and believe in themselves if they want to factor in a belief. That means not knowing to get to knowing, right? Anyway, Deuteronomy chapter 5, verse 16 states, all right, if you want to read it, honor your father and your mother as the creator, your God, if you want to utilize that, has commanded you, as your father and your mother has commanded you, if they walk in the truth of light, so that you may live long and that it may go well with you in the land the creator, your creator is giving you. That was strictly to the sons and daughters of the 12 tribes. It was not to nobody else, but to be an example to the world. Did y'all forget that statement? To be an example for the world? Right now, y'all so busy worried about these idiots who like humping on men's backs. I'm against the government. Don't tell anybody what the fuck is and what isn't, but you ain't supposed to be out here murdering them. That I will stand up for, because you got to remember, as a guardian angel, I was protecting them. Because they were getting out of Rikers Island, a few other places. They was coming out there because they got them young she's 18, 19, 20, that look like little girls, you know, and they're all souped up, and them boys coming out of the prisons for 12 and 14 years, and they all swooped up, and they would snatch them in the bushes out there on the wharf, and they was running right up in them. Trust me. And we were down there deep with guys from Japan and a few other places, guardians from around. We were out there, and sometimes we didn't. We had the shirts underneath. You see the white T-shirt hanging out. And you got time to get some work in. So I was, you know, I'm in my 30s, and it was fun. I'm not gonna sit here and lie, because y'all know I like that. Anyway, right? It's not a righteous thing. There ain't nothing wrong with staying trained up. Anyway, but it was for protection. And it was a magnificent thing, and they were very, and you would be surprised, a lot of them were very respectful. There wasn't nobody trying to hit on us, nothing. Some of them, because they know they had weed, and maybe doing some MDA and coke, whatever. We wasn't there, we ain't no drug consortium. That's the police job. We were just making sure nobody was out there harming and robbing and hurting the elderly. Or out there harming and snatching, cheering up. If something went down and we were there before the fire department got there, a couple times we had manholes going out the ground. So we run in the building and wake the people up and say, you gotta come out, because we was always over into the morning. Day train. Oh my goodness. Stabbing. Yeah, you know what I mean? In hindsight, a lot of brothers that I performed with, and Latino brothers, and I like calling them Latino brothers, spoke Spanish, a little lighter side, but they had afros then, so I know what was going on there. The family, we were out there doing what we needed to do. It was not about color, race, ethnicity, and none of that bullcrap. It's about moving in a way that was to do the right thing, which we call righteousness. Now, we always had those one guys who joined, who wanted to get out there to bang. We're like, no, that's not the place for you. Because we trained him. We trained, and he passed away a few years ago. James Stretch over there in Brooklyn. We was trained with him. Badass. But y'all, for those who know out of Brooklyn, Coney Island, you know what I'm talking about. We trained with him. We trained in a couple of the church's basements. Neptune Beach Parade, always out there. You know, the Vice Lords and the Bloods. Oh my goodness. Some kids. Anyway, but y'all know what I'm talking about. So always remember that, okay? Always remember that you should walk the way that you want people to walk around you. Okay? Now let's look at Leviticus, right? Chapter 19, verse 11. I think this is very important. Let's pull it up. Leviticus chapter 19, verse 11 states, you shall not steal, you shall not deal falsely, and you shall not lie to one another. Yet, a lot of you think when you say something, all right, like some of you know you've had those arguments with your significant other, and you're all emotional feelings because you didn't like something that happened, or you have gotten to a point where you feel the other one is weak, and so you want to play on that. You lie to yourself, then you lie to this individual, and you keep a form of chaos going, male or female, and you think that that's going to make you all right. My ex-wife used to argue, and I used to watch them never mess with me. Then they turned around when I was saying enough, because I had enough. I was college and everything, and they started trying to argue with me. I said, something is really wrong with you, mother. And they didn't realize it. Oh, we know, well, I'm going to beat up on y'all. That means that I'm emotional and that I'm a threat. Y'all your own problem. I ain't got to do nothing. And I packed up my truck and I was out of there. Me and my service dog, all my stuff, pew, I was just like that. Because they misconstrued me with the world that they live in, never attained, accomplished anything, and didn't even wait to listen to hear nothing. I was like, I'm out. You want to be ugly? Take your fake Jesus and everything else, because that's what y'all use. Y'all use surface crap as a weapon, not as a vice. Y'all, I've listened to people say Jesus, and yet everything about what they're doing is opposite of what Jesus exemplified. This is the hypocrisy, that when you live a lie long enough, you become the lie, and no matter what's going on in the world, you will lean on that as, you know, the people like Cap and Gaslight, they sit up there and, come on, Emmett Till, he didn't do none of that to that pale-skinned woman, and 3 of them Negroes were snatched up, and they didn't mind, and they saw that, but you know what, to keep safe, because they were cowards, and that's the world you're dealing with, a bunch of cowards. Now let's look at Exodus chapter 23, verse 7. Okay? It states, keep far from a false charge and do not kill the innocent and righteous, for I will not acquit the wicked. We've already covered that, right? But it's imperative that you have a clear understanding. Keep far from, all right, a false charge. First of all, you got a majority of judges are lying some bitches. Magistrates, whatever you want to call them. They wear them black robes, but they'll tell you otherwise because of the system and the lifestyle they get to live. You're seeing in Florida, you know, you've had motherfuckers who partying with women, taking pictures, and then they giving them morphine. I don't even want to talk about Millville and Violin, all them cops and them judges out there partying with them prostitutes, making babies, and then silencing the women, right? I don't even want to talk about some of the parties where I used to take pounds of weed to. And then see some of the faces in there like, holy smack. I ain't got nothing to lie about. There's no whistle blowing. Half of them people are dead. The reality is you're still dealing with it now. How did all of a sudden we go on a 20-year war and now all half the police are fucking Mexican? And the worst ones. No, there's good ones. There's good ones. I know a couple. But the worst ones, the majority, they don't know law. They don't know the first thing about nothing. And y'all don't see nothing. And then half of these Negroes, they don't even sound like you. They sound like this. Hi, Tim. How you doing? Bill, how's it going today? They don't even have rhythm, archaic rhythm in them. They have, and yeah, I'm saying this, so pay attention. They have acclimated to the very thing that is consistently without rhythm. Not all. And then a lot of my pale-skinned brothers got rhythm now. You can't make this shit up. But a lot of pale-skins aren't who they think they are. Okay? I'm going to say that again because some people have an issue not really listening because they want to be self-righteous in their own demography that is fucked up, and they haven't really worked on it, as I've been saying about meditation, fasting, food, this, that, and the other, and really sticking and staying instead of running off. And there's a whole lot of you. All right? This is not a one-day trip. You got to magnify this. And I'm a comedian, and I also tell the fucking truth. When you can't handle that, I'll tell a lie. And don't shame the devil. I'm going to tell the truth and shame the devil. For those of you who believe in devils and shit. But anyway, right? You need to know how to mitigate different factors other than what you've been contrite to. You're like, hold that homeboy, all that Hebrew Israelite bullshit. He come over here, blah, blah, blah. He didn't want to listen to shit, but yet there's facts. Because when you live a lot long enough, no matter how good it may feel, if you're doing opposite from what it states, and then you're trying to utilize things, so I can run around Deuteronomy and find all kinds of things that acclimate to doing the wicked, this, that, and the way. We're talking about a time period that don't exist no more. See, this is what we're dealing with. We're dealing with the hypocrisy of people who are ugly, and they deny themselves to move in a way that is righteous. They move in a way where they can be blind, and being blind means being subjugated. Ain't nobody supposed to be fucking blind. Ain't nobody supposed to have polio and all these things. These are all man-made. And because they're in control and position to deny and tell you otherwise, and to get to a certain point, what you see right now is eradication. You've accepted it. You decided to walk in the lie, move in the lie, coexist with the lie. Ergo, there's nothing righteous about you. So if I'm going to say something that bothers my beautiful brothers and sisters, then you need to be fucking bothered. Can't see nothing, man. It's Christmas. So in Deuteronomy chapter 19, verse 16 to 21, right? In the Torah outlines, you can go to the Old Testament. Anyway, in the Torah outlines the consequences of false witnesses. They just nurtured a whole bunch of children, put them in costumes, and out there murdering people, targeting them based upon false witness, the original people of the land, and then they're lied to and made to think that the land belongs to them when them motherfuckers didn't even exist 4,000 years ago. At least 2,000. Hell, not even 500. Stating that if a witness lies, they should be punished as they intended to punish the accused. You remember, that's my baby, Solomon? Well, I don't know whose it is, so we're going to divide the baby. You can have the upper, you can have the lower. And the one who the baby belongs to says, no, she can have it. Y'all would believe that she was the bad one, and she's giving the baby away. Like, make that make sense. The children's mother would want the children to live. These bastards are not that. They want to run up in booties and everything that was done to them. Because you got to remember, in the Talmud, it's all right to have sex with a little boy and his anal, and a girl, and 13. Right? And y'all all goy, which is not even a Hebraic word. That's a Ashkenaz. That's a, whatever you want to call this, New Age. Y'all know Yiddish is kind of a new language anyway, but it's that perversion. And yet, because they whitewashed Hollywood, they got Moses, who was an albino, looking like a pale skin, instead of an albino. They could have used my brother Wolf, the Scott Edward Wolf, to play that role, because he would look more like Noah and his 6 foot something. Red blondish hair. Giant of a man he is. And that would offend people who have accepted the lie. But you didn't make the lie. You've only been nurtured by the lie. You've been raised to accept the lie. All of you. Now you got idiots in costume running around acting like, you know, Kens and Karens. Like you're bad and you're wrong. Well, look, we're going to do what we got to do, and then we're going to let the courts figure it out. Those are idiots. Those are people, unlike Serpico and a few others, who are about doing the right thing. And the vile ones would set up the righteous ones. And the media, as you already know, they're a bunch of fucking liars. And y'all still want to listen and give to that? While angels are often depicted with fair skin in art and popular culture, this is largely a reflection of artistic traditions and cultural aesthetics rather than a direct biblical description. The Bible doesn't specify angels' physical traits nor the Torah, and they are often described as having human qualities or appearing in different forms. Here's a more detailed explanation if you want to know that. And see, this is the reason why it's not to be dismissive. It's not saying they're dark or they light skinned. It's that we need to move away from that. Because when the time comes, neither one of you motherfuckers saw it. And sometimes you entertain them, you don't even know you entertain them. They can look like anyone. Aren't you talking about something that's omnipotent for those who want to believe in that faction? Now, I read something showing you that there's a mechanical and a living one. It's a testament to the reality of the situation you're dealing with now. They convinced you that Elon Musk made the electric car, yet we created that long ago in Target. Autonomous vehicles too. They even got videos. I'm trying to tell you, I haven't seen one, but I know they got it. I'm telling you, the camera is not from France, made back in 17 bullshit. There are pictures older than that. My family has pictures that are older than that. That's what the Civil War was, to eradicate, destroy all that, running into houses and destroying all that history and killing those elders. But y'all don't want to hear none of that. You like the world they gave. You like the world that they grafted you into and conditioned you to accept. Pale skins run around the world looking for their goddamn Jesus that the Vatican gave them. They don't even know who the true sons of the Most High, for those who don't know what it means, and the truth. And because we have these perversions running around, I don't know how you still listening to these babies and all these other individuals who suck up to these individuals when they're doing nasty things. Forget Will Smith's son. So what? Roha to him. But y'all still allowing these people to mitigate this factor over you. These unrighteous, unholy, for those who are into that, these perversions. You forgot all about the Bohemian Grove. You forgot about everything. The education system, Rockefellers, the Carnegies, the there's a whole bunch of them. The Bushes, a whole bunch of them. The Collins, smack load of them. But you forget about it. And then the idiots don't even know what they've signed on to. I mean, who wants to go and become something where they say, and if you divulge these secrets, we're going to pull your intestines out, Braveheart you. And Then they just say they found King Arthur's. These people, they are so incredibly stupid. And y'all keep buying into it. Now they want to say, oh, under the pyramids, we done found all this stuff up under there. As if we don't fucking already know. Y'all love the lie so much because the lie, you have been nurtured to think that the lie tastes good. And yet the lie bites and stings you 24/7. How is that righteous? They got y'all convinced on disorderly conduct, this, that, and other, that cursing is bad, and that has nothing to do with the Constitution, because there's cussing and cursing. To throw a curse at someone, well, that's different. To cuss at someone, well, that's a different trajectory. And why is it that y'all don't know that? Well, because you've been educated and subjugated by a system of corruption, perversion, and everything else. And now here you are, and they're getting rid of you because you can't shake off your fucking lie. The hardest thing for these knucklehead pale skins, and it don't matter what background and who you think our ethnicity are, you have a hard time still going after the sons of the most and daughters of the Most High as if it's going to work out all right for you. And there's a reality to that, regardless, whether it's the Most High on that mountain that they can't get a hold of, or the Most High and not in fiction, but beyond the scope of where y'all think you're at. He is not dormant. He might be dormant, but or she or it. Let's keep it platonic. Let's state the fact that the Most High, just like that, is just dormant until its appropriate time. I have restored itself. But these idiots don't get it. That they think they're not being held in position. They think that everything they're doing is by will. Do as thou wilt, or thou want, please. And that means that y'all would say that there's no Most High, that scream the Most High, as if the Most High couldn't keep them right where he wants them. That y'all stop fearing death. That y'all, regardless of how many times you may be here or may have come back, is this a prison world? Don't even accept that. Do not allow yourself to be steeped in the damn venerations of lies. No matter what happens. And I say that based on real authority, not this fictional shit. Let me take a sip of this shit, y'all, because you know I'm not big on caffeine. And I love my cacao and everything, but it's got caffeine in it, y'all. It is. But it's got a lot of cayenne. I should have been unlocked. Lots more. It'll be hot. Y'all get to see if I get sour stomach. No gold milk, boy. That gold milk, I should put some in there, but it made me fart like a. Ooh, that's some good stuff. Oh, what kind of bite to it? Hold on. I'd rather have me a nice, magnificent, wonderful Peruvian brother playing some instruments beside, you know, tapping my forehead and everything, going, you know, singing with the flutes and sipping this the way it's supposed to be done. That's right. There's a lot of people in South America that look like they're Spanish. They are actually from this land, but there's a lot of colonizers here, and they got that bloodline in them. And then we can say crypto, Safari, whatever, and they are not from here, or a remnant of some of the people over here, but they far from it. Yes, you can accept it or not. I don't care, because we talk about Tartary, we were all together. So don't get it twisted. But there's a certain group of individuals that didn't exist the way they are today, and it's not all of them, but it's quite a bit of them. And it's hard for them not to accept that they've been tampered with. Because you think science today, man, please, science in the past was 1,000 times better than today. Y'all have no clue. Y'all really have no idea. Okay, I get this drinking all the way down. Oh, I just got a bite. Gracious. But it's delicioso. Anyway, that Confederate flag is a symbol of G. Hey, what's going on, Bando Hawking? What's happening, beloved? Well, it's bigger than that, but it is based on the Confederacy that was all of these lands all comprised together. And most people don't know, like when we talk about Black Law, Shallow, and all that stuff, they like the Hollywood narrative of the fictional West that was spaghetti westerns made by Assassins and Italians. They don't want the truth that the West didn't exist like that over here. That's some made up shit. But with the nuance of those who came for mining purposes, indentured or whatever, reestablishing and rebuilding railroads that our ancestors had built here that were blown up during the fake civil war, as my great uncles told me. They want that narrative to be the portrait, because in that way you got to accept what they started creating in the 1960s about the Indian and everything else, compared to all of us who played Indian before that from the 20s and 40s. See, people don't want to go back and look at, like I said, Abe Lincoln and his wife, played by Bing Crosby, and that little goofy bitch that stank all the time, they said, playing in Holiday Inn, when they were doing Abe Lincoln, because it was a slap in the face, because y'all don't know that Bing Crosby's one of them. But just so people start seeing things for what it is, you know, it's hard to accept otherwise. But yeah, this right here, yeah, I'm actually an actual son of the Confederacy, not one of these lamtards that came here in the 1920s and 40s that claiming to be this, that, and the other. And I was the first one telling people redneck had nothing to do with a pale skin and a burnt neck. Redneck was a group of individuals, mostly melanated. They used to wear neckerchiefs like my uncle and my father did, and tied in a square knot like a true blood when they first started from Vietnam. But nobody wants to hear that, because it goes against the Hollywood narrative, straight out of Compton and all the other bullshit, you know? And I will continue to share that shit. have everybody here. I don't talk about warp on here. It's not warp. I send you something via. Okay, man, bro. So I appreciate that. Patricia Griffin, what's going on? ML, what's happening? DeAndre Baldwin. Yeah, Marcus, again, appreciate the donation, brother. Carol Marvin, it's good to have you in here. Fool, 2HR. Oh, okay, I get it now. It's good to have you all up here. Melino's in the house too, so y'all appreciate that. Sometimes, and I'm the type of person, I will take anything that comes out, and you see it's been always on the same thing. I will always take anything people are going through, and I will utilize it to either better you or have you look at it a different way. I don't have time for hate or ignorance. I just don't. At 24 hours, I'm already, okay? 24 hours a day, but that's because there is something there. There's a passion or something, whatever it is. Where y'all balance, man. Balance. And I'm going to speak some truths. And if I got to use some other people to do it, then so be it. Do we need to have Jane Elliott in? No, we don't have to have those people in here. Okay, there are those of us who have known a few things. And but it doesn't mean that we're close to it, because there's a lot of things. I told you that there were some Negroes who brought up in them cabbage patches too. I'm just using that as a term, being the dark people, okay? For those who are so caught and capitulated by crayon colors. Something I detest. But when it comes to history, we're going to lay it down, we're going to tell it how it's supposed to be told. Because what y'all don't know is any of the Jews from Americanized and Europeanized are going to say, yeah, I'm a white Jew. Those are fucking idiots. The real Ashkenaz, they're like, I ain't no crayon color. I should know. Remember, I got 2 Jewish uncles in Brooklyn, darker than me. Vietnam vets. Well, they're still alive in the 80s. Alright? You can hold on and believe what the fuck you want. The reality is, they have Ashkenaz and they have us. So you can listen to all the shit they say, or you can listen to somebody who's going to guide you and give you a little information that may be practical and tactically right. Okay? They have bastardized a whole generation, a few generations over there. And they're over there murdering by this fake-ass government and all the other ones, because you got dumbasses in the military and dumbasses on the streets patrolling who don't know what the fuck they're supposed to do, because they are so such cooperators with a lie, as if everything they do in perversion is going to work out in the fucking end. I'm here to tell you it's not, and you're not going to change it unless you get your shit together. They got motherfuckers deep this, that, and they think they doing this, that, and that. Well, got motherfuckers. Yeah, okay, hold on to that shit. Keep working in your goofy little worthless ass secrets. Motherfuckers conflicted and thinking that it's all right. That lets me know what the cowards are. I gotta finish this shit. The first thing I do in the morning, usually I take like about 4 ounces of water, put 2 milliliters of what you call it, sour soap in, and drink that. And then I'll take like my iron, a Japanese flower that's vitamin C, magnesium take a little later, most of the time, not all the time, and then usually about 8 I'll take chelated copper, or I drink from the copper thing, and my body right off the back will know if I got got enough copper in me. My body acts in a way that's like too much. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with zinc. Like zinc, I like to take every day, but I have liquid form, and I usually like to take that in a smoothie with what is it called? Potassium. You know what I'm saying? Like bananas, everything. Most of the stuff today don't have all the potassium in it that's required, and because they keep stripping it and genetically modifying it to make you weaker. Minerals. But yeah, that's oh, I'm sorry. Oh, the wind. Oh, okay. My apologies. I know I could. I can't put. I could probably put a little foam thing on the bottom of it or something to cancel out some of that. My apologies. But my voice is so deep. I thought maybe it would push through it. The wind is coming this way, so it's rushing over the mic down here. Can you hear me now? It's picking up. The wind is picking up. So, can you hear me now? Appreciate it. Nitya, can you hear me now? Is it a little better? Yeah, but like I said, minerals and all that stuff is important to get those in. But be careful ordering stuff now because, like I said, they mess with things. They mess with things. They're not as intelligent as you think. Loyalists, anyone can be loyal to any faction. You can condition anybody and show them things. That's why I say it's better not to do magic tricks. It's better to be able to speak to people's conscience and allow them to make the choice themselves. But I'm going to say this. You better make the right choice. I'm not here for believers and shit. How do you think they've been able to steal all these children? Because you have a system that you cooperate with that they got you thinking is protected, first responding, this, that, and the other. You have good guys out there that really want to do the right thing and they do it. But then you have those who buy into the policies and the politics, politics, and they've been conditioned. And they don't know it. Okay. What am I? It feels good out here. Even though it's windy, it feels good. I got my 150 push-ups in today. I just want to see. And I was doing shorties, and I did some of the full ones. Oh, I'm going to have boobies. I'm going to have big old... I don't want a big chest again like I did when I was a powerlifter because, people think I was on steroids. I don't like that. I just want to look... Right now, my waist is about 34. I just want to talk about it. Compared to when I was at 42 on the Reds. On the Reds, like I said, I was 235, 40 pounds. I was the biggest. They used to crack up on me because I'd jump up on the back of the horses, bareback. Like, damn, bad knee and back and all. And then when I fell off the roof, I didn't do that no more. But Blue, my little brother there, I remember I broke him in. Like a palomino with blue. I literally had blue and brown, like beautiful horse, man. Y'all don't have no idea. That horse would be at the window, and then when I'm outside watering the plants, right there with his head nudging me, up on my arm, want me to hold on to him. This is somebody else's horse now that always came because I filled the water up around the tree, a little moat I dug. And they would come, they would all be out there in the front yard on the res, the capital. And they would drink in the water, right? And I just let the water just keep running so they could get tons of it. And they would let me in and everything. When it was rutting, when they was getting, the boys, I'd stay my butt on the porch, me and Charisma. But, yeah. How do you want to live in a world and the only thing you want to know is something good because you like it. Let's talk to all the people who wanted to join the military to kill based on ignorance, subjugation, made to think that they're supposed to be killing an enemy that didn't exist. Iran ain't been toppling in governments and shit. Iran ain't been running around. Palestine ain't running around toppling presidents and murdering people. Iran, Palestine, none of them been running anywhere, poisoning people's food or any goddamn thing. But you got these dumbasses leaders in Australia, France, that fake motherfucker Trudeau, right? In Canada, and all this half Jewish bitch in Mexico who say, oh, Afro-Indigenous want to recognize, but not telling the truth. And all these other motherfuckers around the world, y'all subjugate yourselves to them as if they're the fucking answer. Truth. I mean, we're at the end of it all, right? We're at the end of it all, right? Are we? And yet y'all do nothing. Y'all do absolutely not a fucking thing. Tired of telling the truth to people. I tell people, I let them know that we'll use the word today. I love them. They mean more to me. Blah, 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 blah. I think it's superficial. I think it entertains for a moment. Because if it was really taken seriously, then people would move differently. There's no excuse in this world, this so-called world that they created, that can barter and hide anything. Especially if you know history and you pay attention to it. You see all the different things. Choices. Choices. Imagine when the day runs out that you don't have a choice. You want to think that those people that they sit over there and they beheaded in Syria, those idiots, those people they blew up and they shooting down, murdering their own relatives, whether they know it or not, because that's the youth that were conditioned to kill based on what this government done, with their fake white superiority and everything else. This is not hate. If you have a problem with hating the things that have happened, and you don't want to lean on the truth of it based on what's coming out, then you have a problem. Then there's something wrong with you. There's something that you need to clarify and check. That shows a viable weakness, not just fragility and frailness. It shows everything that's a composite to the very thing that we were talking about. You should be telling the truth and shame the devil. You ain't gonna shame the devil, but I'm just saying, on the speakeasy of y'all's existence, where you're at, okay? It's about fucking balance. Y'all better get some goddamn balance in your lives, okay? And that goes for them too, watching all their fucking high stupidity. They don't have no balance. They're just running whatever feels good in their stupid ass existence. That's a fact. And the ones who free themselves from it, they're good to go. Even if it's an act, they'll do better. Time for a little tobacco. We gotta go get some water. We'll get some screws, but we ain't really got enough. I want to pick up some 2x4s, but that's not enough. So I get paid Monday, and then I get paid Tuesday, Wednesday. And my daughter, I had to stop her, and she had sent me a message. How much against your lives. I'm going to send somebody that says, no, you're not. But you go against me. You know? No, I'll send you $10,000. No. And some people say that's crazy, is it? Why do you think that you can get one of these services, right? They're encrypted and all that, where the government can't look in and they can see every goddamn thing you do. There is no Apple, there's no Android, there's nothing that they can't see. When that brother created the cell phone, it was for communication out in places and safe, in trouble, or this, that, and other. They took it and they weaponized it because the very bastards are liars and everything else. And y'all still didn't believe it at a certain period. Well, you like to hold on to the lie, go right ahead. Okay? Medicine isn't what you think it is. It is not medicinal. It is not for purpose of healing. It doesn't matter what they say and how much they try to control it. You see it now. How is it that Gates and Fauci and them still walking around? Oh, they gave you some bullshit on JFK. You know good and goddamn well the Mossad had everything to do with it, based on the fact that one of the other. These are the things that y'all refuse to see because it makes you feel uncomfortable. Damn it, how the hell are you comfortable? I mean, if you are cool. I can dig it. And if one more you motherfuckers say I look like that old man from Phantasm, I'm gonna fly you. I'm gonna fly you here. And we're gonna put the gloves on, son of a bitch. I'm gonna show you Phantasm. He looked like that old man from Phantasm. Well, I'm talking low. That's why. I'm talking low. I was trying not to say it out loud. Yeah, he look like that from Phantasm. I done showed you a picture. I don't look nothing like that son of a bitch. Oh, there they go. Oh, they gotta go with that. They gotta be all African. I'd rather look like that beautiful white man than any one of you jungle street swinging motherfuckers. Oh, if I look like Phantasm, it's a beautiful thing. Amalgamation is not vertical agro. That's just what it is. Oh, y'all know exactly who he is. I am. I'm a handsome goddamn man. Goddamn gatekeeper. Damn. Why do they look like that son of a bitch? Y'all crazy. Oh, if I gotta look like him, then so be it. Oh, he looks beautiful. Oh, ain't nothing like a beautiful white man. And I love and adore all that white woman. Oh, y'all should have seen her walking down the road today. Oh, this had me. Oh, I was just. Oh, I had a sweat coming off the side of my head. I just didn't like it. Y'all know I love my light skin folk. Don't get it fucked up. And we need everybody to be together. And I love them. Hey, look, man. See, I got one of them passport bros. I hit him in the gut. And out there in Thailand. And I said, you know what? The women out there would be more faithful if y'all would stop being so racy and young and stupid. They could find a really beautiful, wonderful Thailand, just like Vietnam, wonderful woman. I mean, there's a lot of beautiful sisters out there. Philippines too. I know a couple of sisters out there in the Philippines who are having a great time. Oh, they just, built like shit brick house. For those who get into all that, these women, I had a friend get cut up at this bar we used to go to. I had this one girl who just stuck with me. We didn't sex or anything, but she was just, she would cook, and we hugged and the kiss. It was beautiful. I was young, in my 20s. And he just messing around, and they call them butterflies. That's what they call knuckleheads. And she cut his ass up, and he got locked up and all that, and he had to get stitches and all that. But the reality is, we get out there and we don't check ourselves. We're involved in the lie. There are beautiful, wonderful women, and these guys are going out there, and they're making a bad name on a lot of brothers because there's good women out there who would protect, stand by you, show you the wrong places not to go, and defend you to the last. Unlike now. hell where the government has pitted the brothers and sisters against one another. We still have wonderful, magnificent sisters here. All right, there's really no need to go anywhere. But if you do go there, be respectful. I know German and Irish women that they look at sisters and be like, man, you better get them brothers, they'll come and get them. And I'm only saying this is nothing wrong with it. We need to get beyond the lie of this division and secular ideology. All right, see, the fake Jews have used it as a weapon and a tool to keep their soldiers, while the rest of you are running around adamant in this fictitious world. Stop being hateful. Somebody said to me, would you have, man, look, I got snoo. But damn right, man, I wouldn't give a damn what color you, if you're righteous, if your heart's right, and you, look, man, that's what matters to me. Y'all have forgotten that. So I grew up with people who are of two different backgrounds, if you want to get to that race shit, and they died in the same bed 50, 60 fucking years after being married with a beautiful family and everything, a Yochade family and everything. How's it that we put aside everything because we still are holding on to the world of lies that convicts you to stay elsewhere? Man, come on. I had to jump on my boy. I was like, yo, man, yo, this is red, yo. What the fuck are you doing, man? All these different girls. They gonna catch your ass and put you in one of them alleyways over there on a tuk-tuk, and your ass gonna be out there fish food, nigga. Turtle food. I ain't heard back from him now. That was just a few days ago. So hit me up in Gmail. No, you know me. I hate texting. I'm hitting the S and this E, and I'm, because my thumb is, and I'm like, come on, God. We gotta get away from this deplorable state that they've created. You didn't create it. There's an enemy that you look up to as your leader or whatever. You should stop that. Who has allowed this? And then our children are running around promiscuous. And it's this very system, the very arduous system of perversions. And those who will lie for the sanctity of their own existence, as if that depravity is supposed to elevate them to something. And y'all really need to, think about that. You give me 5 women, I'm contentious, so I'll take care of them, and they take care of me, and I'll be like, hey, look, man, the hell with this world. We can go to that island, we start our own. Because and they'd be able to learn a lot too. But regardless of that, y'all really need to get away from that. There's some beautiful sisters and brothers on both sides. And a lot of you are not really allowing your heart to exist as it should. You're not allowing your mainframe to move and motivate as it should. You're allowing your lower extremity, you don't even know how to control. It's perverted and to dictate and rule and how you maneuver and magnify you. That's not how it's supposed to be. There's supposed to be a union of light, a void of darkness that has nothing in it, and a way to manifest each other's existential being. There's no 50-50, it's 100, that's it. I don't know how people allow hate. I don't know how people, brothers and sisters, Nagili, sisters and Nagidohis, I don't know how you allow in the Dagonatini or the Sentinelli, I don't know how, the familiar, I don't know how you allow hate to be predominant. I don't know how you allow hate to be predominant in your manifestation. I don't. They're not supposed to know. They know that it's supposed to be a balance. And that balance is not questionable. The first thing they had to do was remove multiple women with one man. Why? Multiple women make that man more powerful. And that one man with those women exude and show how strong that strength is beyond comprehension. Y'all really need to look at the world of the Taino, the Haitians, for the Haiti, but it's not the original name of it. Cherokee, whatever you want to call them, the women here and the men, how they really got down, of why the reason the men were separated from the women and what purpose. I mean, we look at Chief Huntersuck. How many wives did he have? For those who still believe they were wives, that is not our lingo. That is not our narrative. And yet y'all are still transposed by the Vatican and Papa Bull, and you don't even get it. That is not our way. Y'all run around with your little trinket, little ring on your finger. That's stupid. That means a prisoner. Do you know that? That is a form of. Do you know that? And it's implicit to own being to the state because you use the very thing fiat, which is empty, to manifest paperwork to say, okay, I'm marrying this person, so that way it can be identified as Christian, this, that, and other, and you have no idea. My great grandma said, shit. It was me. I was the last one. Last what? Oh, shit. When she talking about the old man, shit, he had about 5 of them, and they were all right. I ain't want to talk about my great uncle, the old ass motherfucker looking at them young sisters over there. They were like they're good bucks. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have no idea. I get to see that and know that. My uncle even laughs. In Detroit, oh, you know about that? Well, I was like, yeah, what? I said, I don't think we can do that in time. They had to make it where you can't do that because now everything's about what you can have and what you have. But we all live beyond our fucking means, right? We spend more than we should as far as the definition of fiat. And most women are so selfish and greedy, you don't have no clue. No wonder y'all can't get along. You forgot the faces of your mothers. Just like the men have forgotten the faces of their fathers. Let me get off of here. I'm gonna hopefully this steak is chopped up. I can put some salt in my stomach. And we gotta run out and pick up some water out in town. Tomorrow I might fast. And I'm gonna read later. Right? I know. Get to a certain point, but it's, you know what I mean? Well, I enjoy y'all coming in here. I'll check the mail Monday, Baby Girl Slaughter. See what we got there. But I'm gonna go ahead and sign that chocolate's got my stomach a little bit. But anyway, I'm gonna get off of here. See you guys in about 4 or 5 hours. Alright? Way too many wonderful spirits here. You damn right, Gary. Absolutely. And we gotta get beyond the world of lies they created. We can't be involved with it. We cannot allow it. I see the green coming back, and I see the birds. I see everything, right? See how it's a balance. There's a balance. They don't want you to see that balance. The fact that a pine tree will hold its pines for 7 years and then fall off and reemerge again. They don't want that. They killed off most of the female trees, purposely targeting them. That's pain. Like I said, about 4 or 5 hours, all right? Is the P.O. Box current? Yes, it is. This is the one there. Yes, it is. You can't see this until, you can't see it on here until it loads up. It's on the other ones.